Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me now. Success isn't built on motivation. It isn't built on inspiration. It isn't built on dreams alone. It is built on discipline, on consistency, on showing up when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when no one is watching. Because let me tell you something, feelings will fail you. Emotions go up and down like waves in the ocean. But consistency, that's the anchor. That's what keeps you grounded when the storms of life start raging. So today, I give you 7 keys, 7 undeniable truths about forcing yourself to be consistent. Take them, use them, live by them. There will be days when you wake up and everything inside you tells you to go back to sleep. The bed feels too comfortable, the day too daunting, and your motivation is nowhere to be found. On those days, the challenge isn't about what you feel like doing, it's about what you choose to do. Because success doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, frustrated, or lacking inspiration. Success is built on the actions you take regardless of how you feel. When you're chasing greatness, you can't wait for the right moment to strike. You can't wait until you feel inspired, energized, or ready. The truth is, those moments rarely come when you need them. If you only take action when you feel like it, you'll be stuck in a cycle of procrastination, always waiting for some external push to get you moving. But that's not how life works. The world doesn't stop for you to catch your breath, and neither will your dreams. When you force yourself to take action, even when you're not in the mood, you build a muscle, a mental muscle that says, I don't need motivation to act. It teaches you to show up even when your body and mind are screaming for rest. You've got to recognize that discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Some days it will be there, other days it won't. But discipline is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. Discipline is the force that pushes you forward even when every ounce of your being wants to quit. And let's be real here. You're not going to feel like working every single day. It's not going to always be glamorous. It's not always going to feel exciting or satisfying. But the days that challenge you the most, the days where you don't feel like doing anything, are the days that matter the most. The true test of your commitment comes when your feelings tell you to stop, but you decide to keep going anyway. It's not about being perfect, but about being persistent, even on the days when you feel defeated, when the energy is low, when the obstacles feel insurmountable. It's the simple act of showing up that matters. Every time you do, you create momentum. You're taking one step closer to your goal, even if you don't feel like it. One small action, repeated consistently, adds up over time. And that's the secret. Consistency compounds. It's easy to take action when everything is going your way, when you're feeling great, and when the circumstances align. But the real growth comes when you make the decision to move forward despite the resistance. When you force yourself to act in those moments, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses, stronger than your doubts, stronger than your temporary feelings. You've shown yourself that your commitment to your dreams is greater than any obstacle that comes your way. Ultimately, pushing yourself to take action when you don't feel like it separates the winners from the ones who fade away. The ones who achieve greatness are the ones who show up, day in and day out, rain or shine, tired or energized. They understand that success isn't built on waiting for motivation to strike. It's built on doing the work even when you don't feel like it, because that's what it takes. That's what will separate you from the crowd. The days you don't feel like going for it, that's the moment where your potential truly starts to shine. The standard you set for yourself is a reflection of your self-respect and the level of excellence you expect from your own life. Many people will try to convince you that you need to adjust your expectations to match the reality of life's challenges or the limitations others impose. But the truth is, if you lower your standard, you're not just lowering the bar for your goals. You're settling for less than you are capable of achieving. When you set a standard, you're telling the world, and more importantly, telling yourself, that you will not accept mediocrity. You will not accept less than your best. You will not settle for anything less than what you know you deserve. In a world that constantly pushes for shortcuts, instant results, and the path of least resistance, Setting your standard means committing to something deeper than just getting by. It means pushing yourself to become more, to do more, and to give more than what is expected. You define your potential, and you refuse to shrink it. You set your own expectations, not based on the circumstances around you, but based on the person you want to become, the goals you want to achieve, and the legacy you want to leave behind. When you set your standard and don't lower it, you raise the bar for your daily actions. Every decision, every choice, every effort is aligned with that standard. It's about pushing yourself to do the work even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, even when others might be content with doing the minimum. It's about making excellence your default setting, not something you work for only on good days. But here's the thing, life is going to test you. There will be times when everything seems easier if you just lower your expectations a little. There will be moments when you feel tired, defeated, or overwhelmed, and it will seem like lowering your standard would give you a break. But here's the reality. You never get the greatness you seek by lowering your expectations. In fact, it's in those very moments of struggle that your standard matters the most. It's when things are difficult that you're forced to dig deeper, push harder, and commit more fully. And the more you stick to that high standard, the more you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling the challenges that come your way. People will test your standard too. The world will try to tell you what's acceptable, what's good enough, what's normal. But if you give in to those pressures, you're letting someone else set your limits. The power comes from defining those limits for yourself. If you hold fast to your standard, you build resilience. You train your mind to think bigger, to act smarter, and to keep moving forward, even when everything inside you wants to quit. When you don't lower your standard, you are building a foundation of self-discipline that allows you to overcome obstacles with confidence. By refusing to lower your standard, you are sending a message to the universe that you are committed to your success. You're telling it that you won't compromise, that you will find a way no matter what. The people around you will see it, your actions will prove it, and in time, you'll begin to attract the opportunities, relationships, and circumstances that match the standard you've set. But it all starts with you. It starts with choosing to set that standard in the first place and refusing to let anything or anyone convince you to settle for less. Because your standard isn't just a reflection of your abilities, it's a reflection of your vision for your life. And that vision deserves to be met with unwavering commitment. Greatness doesn't happen overnight, and success isn't a single monumental event. It's a series of small, deliberate actions taken consistently over time. Too often, we look at the big picture, the dream, the ultimate goal, and it can feel overwhelming. The idea of reaching the top of the mountain can make us hesitate, thinking we're too far from the peak. But here's the truth. It's not about making giant leaps all at once. It's about taking small steps every single day that accumulate into something powerful. Small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into massive results. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of shortcuts or the excitement of immediate success. We see people who appear to have achieved their dreams instantly, and we wonder why it's taking us longer. But what you don't see behind their success is the quiet, consistent work that got them there, the countless small steps they took that eventually led to their breakthrough. Those steps may not have been flashy or attention-grabbing, but each one was important. Every small decision, every action, every day they showed up mattered. When you break down your big goals into small, manageable tasks, they become less daunting. Instead of focusing on how far away your dream may seem, you focus on the next step in front of you. When you take consistent, focused actions in the direction of your goal, even if they seem insignificant, you're still moving forward. Each small step builds momentum, and that momentum is what propels you toward the big results. Over time, you will look back and realize how much progress you've made without even noticing it happening. The key to achieving big results is staying consistent with those small steps, no matter how slow the progress seems. It's about choosing to show up every day, even on days when it feels like nothing is changing. Those seemingly small efforts add up in ways you can't always predict. The act of repetition builds mastery. With each step, you improve, you refine your approach, and you get closer to your goal. In the beginning, the changes might not be visible, but trust me, they're happening. That is the magic of small steps. Over time, they create a snowball effect, where the cumulative effort becomes something much bigger than what you started with. Think about learning a new skill. At first, you may struggle, make mistakes, and wonder if you'll ever get the hang of it. But if you commit to practicing a little bit each day, you'll start to see improvement. You won't become an expert overnight, but the progress will be undeniable. The key is consistency, showing up every day even when it feels like you're not making huge strides. Eventually, your small efforts will snowball into a level of proficiency you once thought was impossible. This principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're working on your health, your career, or personal growth, small steps are the foundation of long-term success. You don't need to take massive actions all the time. You don't need to be perfect every day. What you need is a commitment to making small improvements consistently. And those small improvements will build upon each other. They'll create a solid foundation, one that can support the weight of bigger, more significant achievements down the road. So don't be discouraged by how far away your goals may seem. Trust in the process and the power of small steps. Keep putting in the work, even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. Those small actions matter more than you realize, and eventually those small steps will lead you to the big results you've been working for. There comes a point in every journey where you reach a crossroads, where life will either push you past your limits or force you to confront them in ways you never anticipated. The challenge, however, is that if you wait for life to break your limits, it may be too late. Life doesn't ask for your permission before testing your resolve. It doesn't warn you when challenges will arise. But you have the power, right now, to break your own limits before life does it for you. You have the ability to face what holds you back and choose to overcome it, on your terms, not on life's. Breaking your limits doesn't mean you have to change everything overnight, nor does it mean you have to do something extraordinary. It means acknowledging that the boundaries you've placed on yourself, the beliefs, the doubts, the fears, are holding you back from becoming who you are capable of being. Most of the limits we encounter in life are self-imposed. They are the stories we tell ourselves about what we can or cannot do. They are the fears we carry from past experiences, the judgments we place on ourselves based on what we've been taught, and the false narratives that prevent us from taking risks. If you want to reach new heights, you must first challenge the limits you've accepted as truth. When you break your own limits, you open up a world of possibilities. You choose to do the hard things before life forces you into them. You choose growth over comfort, challenge over complacency. And here's the thing. By doing this, you are actively preparing yourself for the challenges life will inevitably throw your way. You can't predict when adversity will strike, but if you've already broken through the limits you've placed on yourself, you will be more equipped to handle it when it arrives. You'll be stronger, more resilient, and better able to adapt to whatever life throws your way. Breaking your own limits forces you to step out of the comfort zone that feels safe but keeps you stagnant. The comfort zone is deceptive. It lulls you into thinking that staying where you are is easier, safer, or more secure. But in reality, staying within your limits is a trap. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in discomfort. Every time you challenge yourself to go beyond what you thought was possible, you stretch your potential, you begin to redefine what's achievable. And every time you overcome a limit, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The truth is, life will break your limits if you don't. It's inevitable. At some point, life will throw challenges at you that demand more than you're currently capable of. It will demand more courage, more resilience, more patience, more strength. And if you haven't already broken your own limits, you'll find yourself overwhelmed, unprepared, and maybe even paralyzed by fear. Life won't give you the luxury of slowly easing into growth. It will force you to grow, whether you're ready or not. But if you've already stretched your boundaries and faced your fears head-on, you'll be ready. You'll be prepared to rise to the occasion, to handle whatever comes your way. By breaking your own limits before life has the chance to do it for you, you take control. You decide when and how you grow. You decide how far you're willing to push yourself, how much you're willing to expand. You become the creator of your own potential rather than a victim of circumstance. So don't wait for life to break you down. Don't wait for external forces to challenge your limits in ways that might break your spirit. Instead, break your own limits before life ever has the chance to. Choose to grow, choose to expand, choose to rise above the boundaries you've set for yourself, and watch as you become someone who is capable of far more than you ever imagined. In a world filled with noise, distractions are an ever-present force, trying to pull you away from your goals. The moment you set your sights on something significant, distractions will come in many forms: social media, texts, emails, the pressure of other people's expectations, even your own thoughts trying to pull you in every direction. But the truth is that if you want to achieve something great, if you want to make real progress, you must learn to eliminate distractions. Focus is your greatest power, and without it, even the most talented individuals will struggle to accomplish their goals. Focus is what allows you to zero in on what truly matters. It's the ability to ignore the noise, block out the distractions, and give your full attention to the task at hand. In today's world, distractions come in the form of constant notifications, endless distractions on the internet, and the overwhelming pressure to be everywhere and do everything. But you cannot afford to allow these things to take you off course. You have a mission, a vision, and that needs your full attention if you are to succeed. Every time you let yourself get distracted, you lose precious time, time you can never get back. When you eliminate distractions, you create an environment where you can work at your highest level of productivity. Distractions not only steal time, but also fragment your energy and attention. The more scattered your focus, the less you're able to give to each task. It's like trying to run in 5 different directions at once. You may be moving, but you're not making any real progress. But when you can direct your attention to one thing at a time, you build momentum. You're not wasting time jumping between tasks or trying to juggle multiple things at once. Instead, you're putting your energy into the task that matters most. One of the biggest distractions comes from the need to multitask. Society tells us that we need to do it all at once, but research has shown that multitasking is a myth. It's not about doing more, it's about doing better. When you focus all your attention on one task, you allow yourself to do it more effectively and efficiently. That's where true productivity lies, not in trying to juggle everything, but in dedicating yourself to one thing at a time and doing it to the best of your ability. Eliminating distractions also means learning to say no. This is perhaps one of the most powerful skills you can develop. You'll be presented with countless opportunities, ideas, and demands from other people, but not all of them align with your goals. If you say yes to everything, you risk losing focus on what matters most. The ability to prioritize your time and energy, to say no to things that don't serve your purpose, is crucial. It's not about being rude or unwilling to help others. It's about protecting your focus and dedicating yourself to the things that will move you forward. In addition, distractions often stem from within. Your mind can become a whirlwind of self-doubt, fears, and worries. These mental distractions can derail your progress just as easily as external ones. But the key to overcoming these inner distractions is practicing mindfulness and self-discipline. By training your mind to stay focused on the task at hand and to redirect your thoughts when they wander, you take back control. Mindfulness practices such as deep breathing or meditation can help center your mind and sharpen your focus, allowing you to approach your work with a calm, clear purpose. When you eliminate distractions and focus on what truly matters, you unlock a new level of productivity. You stop wasting time on things that won't bring you closer to your goals, and you start making consistent, meaningful progress toward the things that matter most. Focus allows you to harness your energy, your passion, and your determination into something powerful. It's the difference between spinning your wheels and propelling yourself forward with unstoppable momentum. In the end, focus is the force that transforms dreams into reality. It is the power that allows you to achieve greatness. The words you speak have more power than you might realize. What you say out loud and even what you say to yourself shapes your reality. The stories you tell, the affirmations you repeat, and the beliefs you voice all play a crucial role in determining the direction of your life. If you want to see change, if you want to achieve greatness, it all starts with what you speak. Speak it, believe it, live it. That's the simple yet profound formula that transforms dreams into reality. First, you have to speak it. The power of words cannot be underestimated. What you speak out loud creates energy that manifests in the world around you. The things you say to others, to yourself, and even in moments of frustration or doubt, carry weight. Every time you say, "I can't," or "I'm not good enough," you're reinforcing a belief that holds you back. But when you speak with purpose, when you speak your goals into existence, you shift the energy in your life. When you speak your dreams aloud, you are setting an intention. You are telling the universe and your own mind that this is what you want, and you are claiming it as yours. This isn't about mindless affirmations or wishful thinking. It's about speaking with conviction. It's about vocalizing the vision you have for your life. Whether it's declaring that you're going to write that book, launch that business, or achieve that fitness goal, when you speak it, you bring it to life. Words are the first step in manifestation. If you can't say it, if you can't even articulate your desires, how can you expect to pursue them with clarity? The first shift happens in your speech. Speak it, and you've already taken the first step. Next comes believing it. Speaking it is the easy part. Believing it is where the work begins. To truly make your words powerful, you must internalize them. Belief is the bridge between your words and your actions. If you say you want to achieve something but don't truly believe you can, you're not setting yourself up for success. Belief is what drives you when things get tough. It's what fuels your perseverance when the road ahead seems unclear or when you face setbacks. Without belief, your words are empty. They're just sounds in the air. But belief is the secret ingredient that turns your words into a force that propels you forward. To believe in something, you must first trust in yourself. Trust that you are capable of achieving the goals you set. Trust that you are worthy of the success you desire. When you believe in yourself, you remove the self-doubt and fears that prevent you from taking action. You start to act with confidence and conviction. And belief isn't something that happens overnight. It's cultivated through action, through proving to yourself that you can follow through on your words. Every step you take toward your goal strengthens that belief. The more you believe in what you're saying, the more you align your actions with that belief, and the more unstoppable you become. Finally, you must live it. To truly make your words and beliefs meaningful, you must back them up with action. Living it means taking consistent, deliberate steps toward your goal. It's one thing to speak your dreams and believe in them, but it's a whole other level to live them. Every day, you must make choices that align with the life you're creating. If you say you want to be a writer but never write, your words are If you say you want to get healthy but never exercise, your belief lacks foundation. Living it means making choices that move you closer to your goal, even when it's difficult, even when no one is watching. Living it also means embodying the mindset of success. When you believe you are worthy of success and take action toward your dreams, you start to live like someone who is already successful. It's about taking responsibility for your own future and making sure that your actions are in alignment with your values and your vision. When you live your truth every day, you radiate a confidence and purpose that draws opportunities to you. Your words become a reality not because of luck or chance, but because you made them real through the power of belief and consistent action. Speak it, believe it, live it. It's a simple but profound way to create the life you desire. When you speak your dreams into existence, believe that they are possible, and live every day in alignment with your goals, you are unstoppable. The journey is yours to define. Your words are the starting point, your belief is the fuel, and your actions are the manifestation of everything you've ever desired. In the pursuit of any meaningful goal, there will inevitably come moments of doubt, fatigue, and uncertainty. During these times, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. The journey can feel overwhelming and the finish line seems too far away. This is when it becomes crucial to remember your why. Your why is the deep, personal reason behind everything you do. It's the driving force that keeps you going when everything else feels like it's falling apart. It's the passion that fuels your perseverance, the purpose that gives your efforts meaning, and the reminder of why the struggle is worth it. Your why is not just a surface-level goal like wanting success, recognition, or wealth. It goes deeper than that. It's the reason you wake up every day with determination. It's the driving force that pushes you to step out of your comfort zone and make sacrifices for the future. When you can tap into that deeper purpose, it provides clarity and direction, especially when the road ahead is unclear. Your why is what connects you to your values, and when you remember it, you align your actions with your true purpose. In challenging moments, your why acts as your anchor. When you feel like quitting or when the weight of obstacles is too heavy, Remembering why you started can reignite your motivation. It reminds you of the bigger picture and why you need to keep moving forward, even when the immediate result is uncertain. It's easy to get lost in the small setbacks and failures along the way, but if you keep reminding yourself of your why, it keeps those setbacks in perspective. You realize that they're just part of the process, not the end of the road. The journey may be difficult, but remembering your why allows you to embrace the struggle because you know that it's part of a larger, more meaningful vision. When you clearly understand your why, it also helps you make decisions and prioritize what's important. Life is full of distractions, and without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to get sidetracked. But when you remember your why, it's easier to say no to things that don't align with your goals and to stay focused on what truly matters. It helps you filter out the noise and stay true to your vision. Every decision becomes clearer, every action more deliberate. Your why becomes the compass that guides you through uncertainty and helps you stay on course. It's also important to recognize that your why is likely to evolve over time. As you grow and experience new things, your reasons for pursuing certain goals may change. That's okay. What matters is that you take the time to reflect on your purpose and check in with it regularly. The clearer your why becomes, the stronger your resilience and determination will be. Understanding your purpose gives you the confidence to take risks and to push through obstacles because you know exactly what you're fighting for. Your why gives you the strength to face challenges head-on, not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. The journey will always have ups and downs. There will be times when the dream seems distant and the effort seems too much. But when you remember your why, you are reminded that it's not just about the end result, it's about the person you are becoming along the way. Your why is the foundation that sustains you, the fire that keeps your passion alive, and the reason why every step, no matter how small, matters. Never lose sight of it because it's your why that will carry you through the tough times and bring you the strength to continue moving forward.